Here we are at the Georgia Institute of Technology, home to the Yellow Jackets, in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. The school's mission? To develop leaders who advance technology and improve the human condition. Over 45,000 students call the Georgia Tech main campus their home and consider it a safe haven. Horrible crimes couldn't possibly be happening here, right?
Wait, that doesn't look like a tech student.
The streets are flooded with people who seem out of place. Everywhere you look, you see someone either too young or too old to be a tech student.
Oh. Where are all these people coming from? Gavin, the lines at the dining hall are absolutely crazy. There's no food left either.
Bro, I know exactly what you're talking about. I got there early to try and get some mango habanero chicken, and it was all out.
Who could be capable of such a malicious attack on the school? And how have they been getting away with it? Over the summer, counterfeit buzz cards infiltrated Georgia Tech, leading to the campus drowning in chaos. Dining halls, the CRC, and the library were hit hard by fake students, leaving real students fighting for scraps of food, not being able to do the popular exercises in the gym, and without many books that are needed for classes. When will this madness end? And more importantly, who could be responsible for such a horrendous crime? Many students have taken to social media platforms to let their voices be heard. The hashtag fake buzzcard crisis is interpreted to be worse than fake IDs, as the standard of living for students has diminished drastically. Following the extensive social media outrage, GTPD has to get involved and investigate. The GTPD has failed to catch a number of criminals active on campus over the last couple of years. The public is really pressuring them to make an arrest regarding this case. This could make or break their credibility and reputation.
Breaking news, Dr. Anderson has just been placed under custody for suspicion of identity fraud. An innocent student saw a pile of fake buzz cards on her desk and reported her to the GDPD. Upon further investigation, that student concluded that Dr. Anderson has been referenced as the bald-faced Hornet, which is a predator of the Yellow Jacket. This might be the worst crime since 9/11. Do not come to Georgia Tech.
Beware of this dangerous criminal. If you are near her, you are not safe.
Pictures that have now become admissible in court, captured by George P. Burdell, have been publicly released. Bald-faced hornets are aggressive and will attack anyone or anything that invades their space. This seems to be a very fitting name for the malicious criminal that has taken over campus. Do not be fooled by Dr. Anderson's facade. She may not have a criminal record or any real motive, but she poses a danger to our campus and society as a whole.
So, Mr. Chelico, how long have you been working here?
About 3 years now.
Did you ever expect something like this to happen at Georgia Tech?
No, of course not. I mean, you see stuff like this on the news and think, wow, that's terrible. But then it actually happens to you and you don't know what to do. I was absolutely horrified when I found out that this is not what I signed for. This really has me thinking about switching over to UGA.
So, Mr. Burdell, you're the one who found the incriminating evidence on Dr. Anderson's desk?
Yes, ma'am, that was me. It's truly a horrific crime, and I'm ashamed that it happened at this institution.
What do you think about the fact that some students are accusing you of creating this buzzcard chaos?
I mean, sometimes I do feel left out as the only fake student here at Georgia Tech, and having a whole community of fake students would actually be amazing, but no, I would never do that. Yeah, I'm being interviewed for this whole buzzcard crime investigation, and they have no clue it's me.
As the case has blown up on social media, it has caught the attention of noteworthy podcasts, particularly Case File. Take a listen.
Welcome back to your favorite true crime podcast, Case File. We know we already released our weekly episode a couple days ago, but we had to come back on to get your opinion on some breaking news at Georgia Tech. Jackie, what's been your opinion on the fake buzzcard crisis over at Tech?
I mean, Tobias, it's been all over my Twitter feed these last couple of days. Crazy that something like this would happen at the Georgia Tech. This must be absolutely traumatizing for the poor students. I mean, you pay all this money for college, and bam, no food, no gym, no books. What a life. This doesn't reflect too well on the school and its police force.
Who do you think did it? I mean, I know all the students at Tech are pretty smart, but there's got to be some kind of evil mastermind behind all this. I heard they're calling the culprit the bald-faced Hornet, which is an aggressive species that hunts yellow jackets.
That's a really clever name. It definitely has to be an inside operation. It could be George P. Burdell. I mean, everyone at Tech knows about him and what his possible motives could be, but it would be really hard for him to be arrested without any evidence.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that the police have gotten very far there. Not really surprised, though.
Yeah, the GTBD isn't exactly known for their case-solving skills.
Well, maybe this is an opportunity for a comeback for them. Catching this ruthless individual as quick as possible could give them the reputation boost that they need.
We'll see. I just hope this gets resolved quickly for everyone's sake.
I understand George P. Burdell was supposed to introduce me today, but nobody could find him.
For some reason, ever since Dr. Anderson has been arrested, the buzz card forgeries still have not stopped. We can't even fathom how big of a criminal she has to be in order to pull off this operation straight from prison.
What if it wasn't her?
The GDPD can assure you we have the right person. We could not make such a careless mistake. Why would we put an innocent person in jail in order to save our reputation?
Today, Dr. Anderson is serving her third life sentence in prison. The buzzcard frauds have not stopped and still cause major issues on Georgia Tech's campus. She truly is the criminal mastermind of our generation.